Yeah, winning is hard in college, men's college basketball. I think that anytime you get a chance, no matter how it happens, to win, it's a big deal. For us, for the first one of the season, means a lot. The schedule is built to be very challenging. Drexel's in a really close game with St. Joe's of the Atlantic 10, who's schools like that are spending millions of dollars on their roster, and Drexel's tied with them late in the game earlier in the week. And so for us to win against them, no matter how it happened, and it wasn't a pretty second half, it's exactly how you draw it up in the first half, but it never goes the way you draw it up the whole time was a good one for us. A lot of guys stepped up. Sam scored the ball. Jalen assisted and scored the ball. I thought we got some key contributions off the bench. Iomi 4 block shots. Just there's so many statistical things of guys who stepped up when we need them. Kyle made a lot of jump shots in the first half. And I think we're learning and growing, and the guys are working hard, in practice and individually. Sam makes a big 2-foot floater in the paint. When he started shooting that shot, he barely hit the construction, and now he's been practicing it with Coach Montgomery every day because people are going to run him off the three-point line, and it showed up big time. So proud of the group. It's exciting to get a win. It validates the work that they've been doing, and on to the next one.
Coach, led by 19 at the half, as you said, you knew Drexel would make a run. They did. Colgate was able to weather the storm. What were the keys to weathering that storm and coming out with a win tonight?
We gutted it out defensively. We didn't get a lot of stops in the second half. We certainly, to give up 15 3-point shots is not what our defensive strategy is. And then we continue to play good offense when we needed to. Our guys made some big shots, some big plays. And kind of didn't let them get back. Again, I think the Northeastern game the other night had a lot to do with it because, we had that feeling of, what happened? And we fought through it. We played through it and, made some defensive plays and made some foul shots and enough good things with not a good feeling. I mean, we had a look in our eyes for sure that, said, we're going to cough this lead up again. But, I think the guys were determined and stuck together. Played for one another and found a way.
Coach, at the end of the Northeastern game, the pressure, you had some turnovers, and it probably felt like it cost you the game. Tonight, with their pressure, you had one or two turnovers, but after that, it seemed like you handled the pressure. Can you speak to that, helping your team moving forward, saying that if the team presses us, we can handle this and we can win if you press us or whatever you throw at us?
Yeah, I think we're all, a product of our experiences in a lot of ways. And so to come out on the positive end, it wasn't flawless, but like Andrew showed that he wanted the ball and he's a strong kid. And, he went and got the ball and made some good decisions and got himself to the foul line. So I think we learned and grew, and again, early in the season through those moments. You can practice it all you want, but when you have going against pressure or zone or whatever the other defense is, and there's game pressure on you, like it is late in the game when you have a lead and you want to make sure that you secure that lead. There's an added emotion involved that you have to experience to go through it. So, yeah, I'm hopeful we'll continue to work on all aspects of the game, but I'm hopeful that this one will help us, learn more about ourselves and be that much more ready for the next time.
Sam, congratulations on the win and a new career high 22 points. What was working well for you tonight offensively, and for that matter, the whole team, 90 points tonight?
Yeah, I think the coaches scouted this very well, and we went over what was going to be open, and teammates found me in the spots that we had practiced throughout the week, and just the shots went in. But I think it was very preparation going into this throughout the last 2 days.
Great start for you this season. Just talk about your development in this Colgate basketball program and how you've developed from year one to now.
Yeah, obviously, like, the roles changed a lot throughout these past 3 years. My role has. I think just knowing from the beginning, like, kind of the coaches putting into me, like, hey, like, just keep on working on this, and the coaches willing to work with me and helping me has really what's developed me. Like, just the constant, like, they want me to get better and I want to get better, and that constant, like, working back and forth and being there, whatever I need to work on or develop in some way, it's kind of a back and forth, and I think it's just been really helpful to have coaches that really care and want me to get better. Yeah.
Sam, you played great against Michigan State, you played great against Northeastern, you played great again tonight. What I see in your game is a lot of balance, inside, outside scoring. Where's your confidence level right now?
I would say it's definitely increased from the past 2 years, for sure. But like I said, it comes from the coaches, specifically like Coach Montgomery and Coach Johnson. I've really this year have really poured into me, poured in the confidence. Like, look, just you're gonna make those shots. Like, we practice this all the time. Just trust your confidence, trust your work, and then that confidence from that, you're gonna make the shots if you just trust the process. I think that's really what's helped. Is just having other people pouring that into me.
And you had a lot of great player mentors, and now Andrew Alexienko, he shouted you out during the postgame saying you really helped him come along. So how is it now kind of being in the mentor role?
Yeah, I mean, it's just different. It's awesome to be in that position, to have great mentors before me, Ryan, Sam, Keegan, Jeff, and then now to be in a position where someone considers me a mentor, I think is awesome, and I think that's an honor to have.
And you're used to this, Coach, but we lose the program for about a month now. You're on the road, don't come back until December 6th, next home game at Cotterell Court. So just give a few comments on this upcoming road trip.
Yeah, it's going to be. The one to Illinois is going to be a big challenge. But the older I get, I still have some critical core memories as a player, and some of those are having the chance to go in these environments. We had an awesome experience at Michigan State to start the season. They're a really good team, as evidenced by their win over Arkansas. To play them close in the second half and to be even was a good notch in our belt. Not that there's moral victories. If somebody's better than Michigan State in the Big Ten, it's probably a team like Illinois. Again, they're experienced, they're veteran, they've got pieces from all over the world. They can really score, and we'll get to see Coach Crocker and Taylor on the trip, so it'll be great. But all these experiences are awesome, and to come home after that and to play on the road against two good New York teams that are willing to play us will be another great experience before we go to Canada for Thanksgiving. So yeah, we'll miss being home for some games, but it'll give everybody some time to rest up and come back and cheer us on in December. Thank you.